Hey everyone, and welcome to a very quick overview of the Grey Wolf for Planet Zoo 2. The wholesome Cozy Games Festival is not done fully, but it's still running. But the slot for Planet Zoo 2 has been there, and we can see a animal that hasn't been confirmed, but it's a returning species from the first game. This is the Grey Wolf. But alongside the Grey Wolf, there's one more very interesting thing to spot in this little footage, and it's super interesting and super hype. Stick with me, I'll be talking about that at the end. But first of all, let's look at the obvious, and there's one very cool bit also about the animals in here. So this is the Grey Wolf, and you can see there's a way better shot of it using that little tagline. As you can already tell, the animation is tremendously better. That was just like a little portion where they talked about what comes. But now, let's have a look. There's that little tiny wolf. Look at the animation, so much better. And now, look at that. They are placing down a tennis ball enrichment. Obviously, we know that already. But this is going to roll down, and now let's look at, bam. Oh, it's waking up. So they confirmed enrichment piece and physics items will be interacting with the animals. So look at that. It's just waking up from that little ball bumping into it. So that is just so much more dynamic and so much more nice. And they did say in the voiceover, honestly, there wasn't really much more than that. They did say in the voiceover that it's a lot more dynamic and reactive. But yeah, you can see there's the wolf then. Look at that wolf lying down there. It's just so freaking good. It's looking so freaking good. There is another little thing to spot, which is very interesting over here. There is water. Like, the way water is put down is not possible that way in other Planet games. So it seems like we get control over water while editing terrain. So you can see there's obviously a little bottom of water, and you can drag it out, and it automatically creates water. Almost like as if finally the dynamic water is working the way it should. We also have a little look here at one of the VFX effects. Have a look down here to the stone. There you have that, like a little stream of water. And then you can see also, obviously, it's swimming. And then they have like a little bit of a nice little food bit here. And then look at the jumping animation. The bubbles have been improved. And yeah, I mean, do we need to talk about the model improvement? It is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? It is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, piece by piece building, obviously also coming back. As you can see, even these little shrooms here, very nice indeed. And that's already been it for the footage. So just to confirm, I just skipped back. But there is more to see. So one thing I wanted to quickly talk about is, again, that little moment here with the ball. Look at how cute that little thing is. Like, it's waking up, it's like, huh? What is this, guys? What is going on? Hello? Hello? Okay, yeah, okay, what's going on? So, and the other thing is far more crazy. I think, guys, this footage confirms actual seasonal changing trees. Because at this point, I just simply cannot believe anymore that this is coincidence. Look at the tree in the background over here. That looks to be a weeping willow tree, and we have already seen the willow in its full bloom. And this is not a dead tree. This is a winter tree. This is a winter or like a late autumn variant. You can definitely tell this has been a weeping willow, and it's also not from the food, because we know from articles that animals will be feeding from trees, but like the wolves will not be eating that much from the trees, so that is not the way. The same goes for that pine tree over here. That looks also to be almost like winter ready, as you can see. And there is a lot more in this specific. Look at the bracken in the background over here. Also very, very like late, like kind of, you know, autumn vibes. And interestingly enough, these things, do they even get that much? But again, we've seen them in super green. I simply cannot imagine that we are getting all these different variants as variants. That would make for a crazy blown up menu. So either we are getting a drop down per each like item that you can set the state of it. But if you can set the state, why wouldn't you have then obviously a dynamic transition for the seasons? And as we know from the menu, that there, like some of the menu screenshots, that there is going to be actual seasons. Yeah, just also right away over here, you can see the bracken over here in the back is a lot more green versus the one here. So actually, even in this footage, we can see different shades, which would again confirm that this seems to be a dynamic transition. And in this shot, it's so revealing. Look at all the different shades of orange, like especially these two trees over here. Look at these two in the back. This is the tree I mentioned already in one of my latest videos. It certainly seems to be a different shade of orange yet again. This one is way more orange than that one is, and in the back you could, I mean, it's very pixelated though, but we could tell there's a lot more green. So there you have these two trees again, and then if we look at this one over here, it seems like as if it's different enough. I genuinely do think there is something going on with the foliage. Again, bracken over here, or the fern, is very, it's actually fern, is all of a sudden very green again. So not sure if they recorded this in different, you know, seasons or weather settings, but like it screams to me that there is a certain style going on about this. Also, this shot over here looks very green then indeed. Like, I don't know, it feels like to me. Obviously, it's not confirmed, and the chances are still, personally, I think the chances still are a lot higher that we get individual models rather than actual seasonal changing, like dynamic changing leaf colors. But if we get this, oh my god, I would scream of joy. That would be absolutely hilariously great. Anyways, I don't want to make this footage longer than it needs to be. You can rewatch it as much as you wanted to and see the wolf if you wanted to. I hope that they will upload this as well as full HD footage, so we can check that out. But yeah, for now, that's been it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to watch the watch along tomorrow, I'll be live at 10 p.m. straight when the game show is going to start. Can't wait to see you there. Come join the chat this time around. It was super hyped this time around as well today, so want to have that again tomorrow. See you all there. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to join the Discord to get the notifications, and I see you in the next stream. Thank you so much, and in the next video, by the way. Bye!